Hello and welcome to episode 10 of this Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 as the Byzantine Emperor and as Basil the First, the Macedonian. I have actually seen some comments on the first video where some people have discussed both the timing, like the age we're playing in, regarding the difficulty level, and there could always be some opinions seeing as the 1066 start has the Turks, the Seljuk Turks coming in, and they're a big hassle to deal with. Although in this timeline you have both the Bulgarians, who were quite powerful early game, as well as the Arabs. But it's up to you to regard that. When it comes to Basil himself and his prominence as an emperor, I want to start the timer. Here, it's quite hard to understand. The thing with Basil, as with every Byzantine emperor and even as every Roman emperor is, it's quite hard to know how good or bad they actually were, because the history was written by the victors, and Basil, his dynasty went on to rule Byzantine for 200 years. His first biography was written by his own grandson, Constantine or something like that. I don't remember the name of him. He wrote a biography of his grandfather. So of course that biography is going to be quite biased. That's interesting. But the thing with Basil, can I convert this guy now? Please? He might accept. I probably need to get him to 100. Or get the secret on him. The thing with Basil is, he was born a peasant in this area. He did have no formal education, and he probably, the different accounts in this, he probably wasn't even able to write. He was illiterate. We don't know that. We don't know if he was or not. Although he actually took a big chunk here. I like that. Even though that happened, yeah, he took a county. She took a county. He managed to become emperor of the most powerful empire in the entirety of Europe, if you disregard those guys. One of my scribes have been making edits to my translation of the elements without my knowledge. I simply wanted to make it as good as it could be. You liked it whenever you thought it was your own work. I lose prestige for that. I will make you pay. You get terrified courtiers. Holy mother! This is pretty good actually. Improve slightly, improve significantly. Yeah, sure. What was I saying? He became emperor of the Byzantine Empire, even though he was a peasant. What historians think about Basil is that he was a genius when it came to politics. When it came to intrigue, just like we can see with this guy, he's good at intrigue. He was a deceitful guy. He knew how to use the political system to meet his ends, to get whatever he wanted to. She's useless. Come on. Do I have a better spy master? The thing is, there is probably no secrets with this guy. That's the problem. I should probably just. Is there someone else? There is a problem here. It doesn't really seem like it. It's just this guy and those places. I could probably, but they are under his command though, and he is Orthodox, so it's not a problem when it comes to this place. Okay, I had a slight crash there, guys. That is why I lost a month inside the game. It shouldn't be a problem. As I said, this guy is not my. This guy is actually my problem, but the count is not a problem. Yeah, this is the thing I had before. As I said, I lost a month due to the autosaving. I was talking about Basil, and the thing is, people have different opinion when it comes to what makes a good emperor, what makes a good Roman emperor. As I said, it all depends, because what people tend to focus on is that the good emperors were the one that had the most land grabs, that conquered the most territory. For example, like Justinian or Basil II. My translation of the elements finally stands complete. My words rest on beautifully illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover as befits the work's importance. The tome has taken pride of place in my library, and every priest who reads it is mightily impressed by my efforts. Some are already speaking of making copies of their own. I gain Accomplished Translator, which is awesome, and I lose this one, which is not as awesome. But I gain one perk. Just going to stop there and look for one. Yeah, I know. We should probably take Learning per level of devotion. This could be a good one, actually. People tend to focus on those emperors, as I said, that conquered the most land, and they were the best ones. But they disregard one important fact of being Roman emperor. What made a good Roman emperor? He wasn't assassinated after 2 years. Basil were emperor for 19 years. He died of a hunting accident, killed by a stag, and was dragged to the woods while being an old man. And while doing that, he increased the strength of the empire. Even though he didn't conquer much land and he lost Sicily, he managed to stabilize Byzantine holdings in Italy by actually managed to get the help from the Holy Roman Emperor Louis II by using politics, by using intrigue, diplomacy. In the same way, he managed to make the Bulgars under the control of the Patriarch of Constantinople instead of being under Pope in Rome, while at the same time stabilizing relations between Constantinople and Rome by reinstating a former Patriarch of Constantinople. He did a lot of things that stabilized the realm, so while he didn't win as many wars that other emperors did against, for example, Arabians, and he didn't manage to take Crete, he lost Sicily and stuff like that, he wasn't a failed emperor. In my opinion, at least, and in other people I looked as opinion, because people tend to disregard those facts. Conquests weren't the only thing that made the good emperor. There were other facts that were just important. As you can see in, for example, Crusader Kings, it's not all about conquering the entire world, it's about making your dynasty survive, by making your holdings good and stuff like that. Who would he be a good husband for? And why would I marry about this? Why would I care? Holy. He is a genius. And he's awesome. Yeah, sure. Recruit. Yeah, he's expensive though, but recruit that guy. He's awesome. Can I marry him to someone inside my family? Just like they told me to. My daughter is already married. This one is 12 though. We could probably... Who is this Slovenian guy? Why is he so good? But this is the guy I just... Yeah, the guy I just hired. He's a genius. Matrilineal marriage. Is he going to say yes? Oh, he's not part of my court yet. I probably need to give him some time to accept it. We managed to get a claim on the county of Rossano. Probably should just choose this guy. Chance of children medium. It seems good enough. They are married. Because he's my courtier, they cannot actually say no. I actually forgot that. Where... Oh, Rossano is this place. Yeah, we should probably go attack this guy soon enough. But yeah, now we gotten through the fact about Basil and how if he was a good emperor or not. We should probably focus on some of the other... Oh, this guy's done now. He was the diplomat, right? Yeah, he was my chancellor. So I probably need another educator for my daughter. as well as a new counselor. I always manage to click the wrong one. He is good while being a powerful vassal, so that's probably the best one. And I need him to do that. Domestic affairs. We should probably focus on some of the other... I should probably just take that guy as well and educate my daughter with him. Give you ward. My 12-year-old daughter. For him. Send proposal. Some other person said that I should probably just go for higher crown authority, because that is actually, if we role play, that is actually quite a historical thing to do, and I actually agree with that. So we should do that. The Byzantine Empire in reality was extremely top-end controlled. Like the emperor had absolute power. He had his council, but he was the absolute power. So it's not like that is unhistorical of me to increase the crown law. Someone is plotting to kill my daughter-in-law. My intelligent daughter-in-law. And they have an intelligent but delicate son. That is not a good thing, actually. That's a bad thing. Yeah, we should stop that guy. Where can I... So this is the scheme. But we haven't exposed the person. And that's the problem, okay. Yeah. Another thing you said in the commentaries was that we should probably educate the children of some of those people to make them gain my culture. And that is actually a really good idea as well. So if you look at the culture map mode, which is in T, most of this is Greek. But then we have some, here in the Balkans we have some problems. We have some Lombards. He is Greek, he is not. He is Baronese. The Count is Baronese, okay. Mostly it seems like we have Greek guys in power though. Says it doesn't seem like there's a really big problem, except like with this guy, with the Mesopotamian guy. Seeing that he's actually Arabic. He's 31. This daughter, she's also Arabic. So if we tried to offer guardianship, it doesn't have to be me. It could be me though. She's going to like me if I educate her. But if I let someone with somewhat good education, she's Lombard though. I don't like that. Diplomacy. My son. An heir. Should just go with him. And there he's going to say, yeah. He's even going to accept that. Yeah, sure, go for it. That's a good thing actually. We want to convert those guys. It's going to decrease the negative opinion we get from being of different culture. If obviously if we are the same culture, it's not going to be a negative thing. But now we have done that, it doesn't really seem like we have a big problem with the culture when it comes to my vassals. If we look at the culture map mode, and he's as we said, this is mostly Greek, Sicilian. If we look at Sicilian, am I able to actually look at the Oh, I'm not ill anymore. That's a good thing. I actually have completely forgotten that I was ill. This is Sicilian. I didn't mean to look at orthodoxy. It's Latin. Okay. We probably should just conquer this guy now. This is probably better because it costs less prestige. And I don't really have a lot of prestige right now because I spent all of it on increasing my crown authority. Wait a minute, where does he get all of that? He only owns one county and he has 1,300 troops. No, I didn't think so. His allies. That's the reason why. Okay. So we take this guy, we attack him. my claim. Declare war. And F3 here. Rally point. We have already have a rally point there. Just slightly move it. There. Raise all. Let them all group up. And then we go and smash this guy. A scheme at court. Someone is... Why are all people trying to kill my son and daughter-in-laws? It's a beautiful boy. My acquaintance, Schoolie. How do I know this guy? I imprison him. No one will think of me as a tyrant. They have thrown me in jail. No one's going to kill my family. This is never going to happen. This guy doesn't have any secrets, and he's... I think the problem here is that... Oh, I got my armies grabbed. Yeah, the entire county is... Mandeism. It's all because of the guy actually owning the place. Because he's Mandean. And I'm still trying to sway him. If I remember correctly. How can we... I need to get a hookup window. Can I buy a hookup from him? Is it possible to do that? Like how we can buy favors in CK2. Because he is my steward. I wouldn't like him to die. Meaning I wouldn't want to kill him. That's the thing. Because he's really good with 24 stewardship. So it would be a shame if I killed him. So I would prefer to convert him. And then he would just have the time to convert all of that back to the normal fate. I don't care about that right now. And this is mostly kingdoms. Just going to leave them there. Take those guys. There's a Liberty faction against me. Interesting. And Sardinia is going on an offensive in Tunisia. Carthage. Which is kind of interesting. If I can get a foothold here, his realm is not going to be distant from me. Which means it will be easier for this to happen. If I made him like me. Which means I could probably... Is the control here now at... Yeah, it's absolute. Awesome. Which means we can take our wrong tab. Where is he? He actually went back to organized levy. I really like that with this game. What else could I do? What would I like most? None really, to be honest. This gives me extra piety. This could convert counties. So we could try to convert those, if we focus for the place that he is in. And hopefully we are able to convert that guy. But okay, we should focus on this right now. This is going to take 2 months. Where is his army? There it is. I really hope he's not going for... he's going for my levy. I wonder if I'm able to get there in time before they die. Because these are my men-at-arms and I wouldn't like them to die. I would be really hate for them to die. And we actually managed to save them. Who's this guy? He managed to win the game. Oh! So that's why his army was over there. How weak are those guys right now? They're really weak right now. What happened to them? Like even this one county guy managed to take a county from them. That's interesting. We probably should just go in and sweep Carthage from him and take this. Or it's not even Carthage, it's Tunis now. Constantine, that's the same. Constantinia. There we go. We managed to capture some guys. Prisoners taken in siege. If we look at this, I only have 10% because I captured this heir. So we probably could just ransom him. Has this changed? This didn't used to look like this. Whatever. I can't ransom them. He doesn't have any money. Interesting. Where are they going? Just go there and kill them. My prisoner, this guy died. That's awful, but I don't care. My hook expired. I have another lifestyle perk. I should probably go for this one. I really like this one. Learn on the job. It's going to increase my stats a lot. We're really bad at diplomacy. How far off from Casus Belli are we? 8 years. Really closing, guys. 15 years from this one, and then we focus on city planning and probably barracks, because they are the only ones we are left. We're quite close to going into early medieval age as well, which is a good thing, I guess, at least, because science is always a good thing when it comes to this game. We want better troops, we want better everything, and we have a slight advantage over the rest of Europe because they're behind us when it comes to how far they gotten. What I really like about this, we have our entire levy raised, and we still gain 10 ducats per mount, which is a good thing. So you should probably focus on increasing those holdings. That's in supply limits, holding taxes, something that gives me development, preferably. That's just levies. What here can give me development? Okay. And this is main levy size. As is this. We go with that one. We have 2 castles here, right? We should probably focus on... We need some levies though in our own holdings, so that's always a good thing when I come to think about it. But okay, this is going to be start ticking now because we hold the war goal. Yeah, is he just going to sit there? He's probably bringing his guys back here or something like that. A secret exposed. My acquaintance, this one, has copulated with this guy, which is interesting, I guess. God, I will probably save that one, and I could use it for a hook, I thought. This guy loves me. How far have we gone with this guy? Are we still trying to sway him? I think so. What I really want is... The thing is, he might just say no. Because we have more negative than positive. What I really need is a hook on him. We could try this, but he's probably just going to say no. And we're going to lose 10 penalty with him. Lose 10 opinion, which is a bad thing. Yeah, as I said, he lost 10 opinion of me. I wonder about those guys. This guy is only 1 year old. Interesting. That is Bulgaria. Okay. Yeah. My marshal is scheming against my... Why does everyone hate this woman? No, I don't want to. I like this guy. And he's probably one of my vassals. I wouldn't want to do this right now. Yeah, we're still trying to sway him. Good. How long until we can ask him to convert again? 5 years. Yeah, we might as well just have 100 opinion when it comes to that, I guess. Too bad. What is happening in the world? Asturias seems quite big right now, actually. And the Umayyads is falling apart. Yeah, but the Abbasids looks really weak though. In comparison to what they used to be. Like, their own military strength is really bad. But they are allied to those guys. Okay. Like, we could, for example, try to conquer back the entirety of Crete. Or just take Antioch. Which could obviously be a good thing as well. I guess. We're waiting for Casus Belli, as I said. Is it possible to change this anyway? Stone of Glass. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle, with the aid of a stone of glass. Even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. They're always called as glasses. But yeah. Marcus, I need one of those stones. Sell everything which is impossible to read. I don't want this guy. Yeah, my patriarch to have a weak hook on me, so I'm just going to pay for it. Moldavia. Managed to win against those. I'm losing my hooks because I can't sell them. What would I actually need to sell hooks? I can't take this away while. Oops. You stay there. If I go here, it's probably stewardship. Yeah, golden obligations. You can demand payment for hooks. The thing is, I haven't looked at all of those. This is always a good thing as well. Extort subjects, which gives you money. Yeah, but this is probably for a later character. This guy's 55 now. And this guy is our heir, and he's okay, I guess. This one is just nothing, and this one is quick, which is a better one. And you? Do you have a guardian? Yes, you have. He is the Intrigue guy. So you probably shouldn't have this guy on a martial focus. We should have him on an intrigue focus. Okay. With that one. Prisoners could be ransomed. Would this guy actually give me any money now, though? No, he wouldn't. Whatever. Okay, so there is his army. We have about 90 war score. We managed to fail that. We're going to try to catch this guy. My vassal managed to win a war, which is a good thing. I like that. The thing is, it's so hard to catch those guys. A troubling translation. As I step over the threshold of my court physician's office, I find it bent deeply over a book. This translation of an autopsy report is atrocious, to say with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patients as I am to kill them outright. Okay. I could become a zealot. Or became cynical. I could increase his learning though. I'll go with that one. I like that. Do I have an organizer? He's a rough terrain. Do I have an organizer? What did organizer look like now again? Desert warrior. That's logistics. I don't really care if he's bad or not, if he's good or not. I just want an organizer. He's a military engineer. That's a good thing. So we go with this guy. Would we be able to catch this guy then? I just want to kill him. Ah, god damn it. We failed. I don't really care. We have this ticking war score. We're probably going to win this anyhow. So he sieged down that place. I didn't actually know that. Okay, we should just go there and siege this back. And then we're probably going to win this war. No problems. How did he get that extra 1,000 men? Are we going to catch him? Yes, we did. But now our... okay, this guy is terrible though. We won this anyhow. Which means we can enforce demand, so we get this county. I can now disband those guys, and we have this place. And I don't want it, so I'm going to give it to someone else. Probably someone. I'm going to. This is part of the duchy, I think. Someone that is Greek, though. This is probably part of this duchy, Calabria. Which means this guy, seeing as he has the Duchy of Calabria, is going to want that guy. Yes, he does. So, Grand Vassal of Resano. And now he's going to like me even more. I like that. Offensive war, no alliance as clan vassal. Okay. Great. We're keeping on expanding slowly. We are soon going to have Casus Belli in 7 years. And then everything is going to pick up speed. I promise you. Seeing as we are going to be able to conquer the entirety of this just by using Casus Belli. We're just going to, although we're making our way, but this is going to be a lot conquered. We are going to need holy wars to get those guys, I guess, in comparison. But it's not going to be a problem. The Abbasids right now are really weak. So we may focus on them actually the next turn. Seeing as we have enough piety now to actually make holy wars for entire duchies. That's the wrong one. Wait, what? If I killed him, what would happen? Who is his heir? He is terrible. How do I convince this guy? But we're already at 95%, which is maxed out. Yeah, guys, we have something nice to do next time. But I'm going to take a break here. And next time we're going to try to kill the Caliph of the Abbasid Empire. Or the Abbasid Kingdom, or whatever you call it. But like, subscribe, leave any more comments if you want to, and see you next time. Bye.